Good evening YouTube, this is the ProSlowbro here, and welcome to yet another X and Y Wi-Fi battle. So if you remember in the previous video I said I would have a new team for the next video. What I'm trying to do is about 3 battles per team before I change it up a bit. It just stops people from counter-teaming me as well as giving some variety to my videos. Okay, so just before we get into the teams, I just wanted to mention that if you look in the description below this video, there's links to my Facebook and Twitter accounts, and if you like what I have, if you like my content, please click on either of those and follow me or like me. It's worth noting I do use the Facebook more than Twitter. Okay, so now getting into my new team, I have the Weakness Policy Latias, Life-Orb Bishop, or Bishop, however you pronounce it, the Choice Banded Staraptor, the Mega Blastoise, and my core is the Specially Defensive Florges and the Physically Defensive Slowbro, my mascot. Okay, my opponent's bringing the Gastrodon, Goodra, Mamoswine, Metagross, Alakazam, which I assume is Mega, and the Galvantula. Okay, so the battle started in a few seconds, but just before I do, I mentioned before about the 5th Gen Fridays idea. If you don't know what that is, please check out my 3rd battle video, and I'll explain it a bit. And comment down in the description below, in the comment section below, sorry, what your thoughts on that idea are. Okay, so as we're starting off the battle here, I predicted him to lead with his Galvantula to try and set up the sticky web. So I led with my Latias to stop, well, to do my best to stop him from doing that. So he goes for the Bug Buzz here. I don't mind that at all, because as I mentioned earlier, I do have the weakness policy, and the Latias does have enough base special defense to be able to take that attack nicely and finish it off with another Psyshock. So that's down goes the Galvantula there. Sorry, getting my words mixed up there. Okay, so he now switches into his Alakazam as I switch out into my specially defensive Florges just to try and take whatever hit he can give out. So he goes for the Mega Evolution there, as he's going to trace my Flower Veil, which won't really help him too much. It's quite a useless ability and a big downside to Florges. So he's traced the Flower Veil there, and he goes straight for the Protect. So now I think he's going to switch out into his Metagross, as it's what I would do in his situation. So I pull a double switch out into my Bishop, which walls his Metagross quite well. However, he does go straight for the Earthquake here. It's easy for him to outspeed my Bishop, as I have no speed investment. It's max HP, max attack, adamant nature. However, I take it down with a single knockoff, so very successful there. Take a little bit of life orb damage. I'm a bit low on health, but it doesn't really matter too much because I have got the wish support from the Florges, which I switch into now, predicting the Fire Blast or Flamethrower from the Goodra to try and take out my Bishop, as he does indeed go for the Flamethrower as predicted. So a bit of leftover recovery here for my Florges, as the Goodra goes for the Ice Beam, either fishing for the freeze hacks or just because it's got a higher base attack, base damage. Okay, so I throw a wish here. Now, predicting a second Ice Beam, I do switch back into my Bishop, which does resist that nicely. So the Bishop comes out now as he goes for the Toxic. So it isn't a Assault Vest Goodra as I had first thought. He goes for the Flamethrower here, which I know I can take easily, and go for the knockoff to knock off whatever item it's holding, which I believe turns out to be the weakness policy. Its gooey ability lowers my speed, which does sharply raise my attack stat, and then I can just follow it up with a Sucker Punch. I will go down to the Life Orb Recoil here, but I do get the Defiant boost again, so it just shows the power of that move and the reason why I brought it out against the Gudra. So down goes my Bisharp here as he goes out into his Mamoswine. I lead off with my Mega Pidgey, the Staraptor, and I believe I go straight for the close combat here, as that is a one-hit KO on the Mamoswine. As I said, it is choice banded, Jolly Nature. I know a lot of people like to run choice Scarf, but I just like the extra damage that the choice band gives. Okay, so he switches out into his Alakazam, traces my ability Reckless. I'm not sure if Alakazam can learn any attacks that cause recoil damage, so I don't think that should matter too much. So I switch out into my Florges just to eat up any special attacks that he wants to give out. As I think I do go straight for the Wish here, just to get a bit of HP recovery, as he goes for another Psychic, possibly fishing for a special defense drop. Unfortunately, I do not have my Bisharp anymore to switch in and be unaffected completely by this Psychic attack. So I go for the Protect here, just to stall him out a bit and get a bit of leftover recoveries. A bit of leftover recovery back. Sorry, I am getting me words mixed up here. As he goes for a Protect, possibly scouting out what I want to do, and I throw up the Wish. So I can get plenty of HP back this turn. A bit more leftovers recovery, and I'm free to go for the Moonblast. He switches out, possibly predicting a second Protect to try and get a bit more health back from the Wish, but I didn't see any need to, as far as I know I would have been able to survive from that range of health his next attack. So he switched, as I said before, he switched into his Gastrodon, which does eat up the Moonblast. Oh, excuse me, does eat up that Moonblast nicely. As I go for a second one, I think he goes for the Scald here, fishing for the burn. That would not matter in the slightest, as I am running the Aromatherapy on my Florges. It is a great support Pokemon with the Moonblast, Wish, Protect and Aromatherapy. Just helps the team out by curing status conditions, and as well as passing wishes off, as I did earlier with the Bisharp. So I take out the Gastrodon with another Moonblast as he brings out his Alakazam. I think I go for the Protect straight away, just to scout out if he has got the Psyshock, and was just trying to keep it a surprise. I'm not sure why I did it, but he just goes for the Psychic yet again, as I get a bit more HP recovery there. So one last Psychic from this Alakazam, which I eat up as usual, and I finish it off with a Moonblast, and that's the game. So 5-0 victory for me there. I wouldn't normally upload a battle like this, I prefer a closer battle, but he is a subscriber and he really wanted some input, he really wanted a battle with me, sorry, for my channel. So that's the battle over with there. Please comment, rate, subscribe and share my channel with your friends if you like my content. Thank you all for watching. Bye.